Today I'm going to share my productivity hacks with you. I am self-employed, I run my own schedule, and a lot of the time I work from home, and I have learned the hard way. So these are my top tips if you're struggling as well, if you struggle with procrastination or losing focus or not getting enough done in the day. So my first tip is so obvious, but something a lot of us, including myself for a while, still do, and that is constantly stare at this or have it next to you. It's literally designed to distract you because Apple and all these social media apps want you to be on their app, so they're constantly going to ping at you throughout the day and make noises and try and get you to open up their app. And you have to be so focused if you are wanting to do work. Put it on silent, put it face down, away from arm's reach, and don't look at it until you've got your important task done. This is the most cliche, simple tip, but I didn't do it for so long, and now I notice such a huge difference when I do it. And a bonus added along to that is turn off those notifications, because realistically you don't need a notification every time someone likes your Instagram photo. It is just completely unnecessary, and it is only going to add an extra distraction and an extra temptation if you are procrastinating. So get all those unnecessary notifications turned off. My second tip is to utilize like time blocks. So you allocate a specific amount of time that you're going to do something, do that for a short amount of time, and then stop completely and go and have a break. Go and get a glass of water, have a wee, go for a walk, get something to eat, whatever you want to do, but just focus on that one thing for that set amount of time. If you have heard of the productivity planner, the guys who make the 5-minute journal, they use the Pomodoro Technique, and that is 25 minutes and then 5 minutes off. So whatever works for you. Shalene Johnson, someone else I really respect and follow, recommends 45 minutes and then 15 minutes break. Just experiment with different time blocks like that and see which ones work for you and what you do. My third tip is do as much as you can offline. Something that I do is I just put Spotify, so I just leave my Spotify open, and then I open Evernote, which is just a note-taking app and software that I have on my laptop, and I write blog posts, I write weekly newsletters, I brainstorm ideas, I write video notes for filming, and I try to do as much as I can offline, because as soon as you open up a website, it's just inevitable that you're going to open a new tab and go to a different website. So that is a really tricky tip. It's really fun and kind of a fun challenge to see what you can get done offline. My fourth tip is to make use and really make the most of your downtime. There are so many moments of my day where I'm not doing something that takes a ton of focus, whether it's going on a walk, going to the gym, driving. And I mean, obviously, you know, if you're a driver, you focus on driving, but it's almost that like subconscious act. So it's nice to have something in that time to really make the most of that downtime, and you're already probably going to be more relaxed and more susceptible to information in those periods anyway, because your brain isn't as taxed. So my favourite thing to do in that time is listen to podcasts. So it's really good, really great little hack for making the most of the time, making sure you're constantly learning, developing and getting new ideas and getting inspired. And my final tip is to take active breaks. So again, when I'm having a coffee break or something, it's so easy to just sit and mindlessly scroll, but I find if I get up and walk around the block and spend 20 minutes doing that, or even like on my lunch break getting into the car and nip into the bank, running some sort of errand like that, there is something about taking your brain and your mind away from that work environment and then coming back to it later, that almost is like a little refresh button and really refreshes you mentally but also physically, and then you can come back to work and focus much more and find it much easier to get back into it than if you'd sat in the same spot just scrolling on your phone. I'd love to hear from you as well about your productivity hacks, what you do to stop procrastinating or to focus more on your tasks throughout the day. Leave them in the comments below, I can't wait to read them. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video in a couple of days. See you then, bye.